Hey guys, how are you? Hi, who's around? Okay, if you guys are around and you're watching this live or this playback, this is so major for me today. So, I wanted to share some stuff and so I thought, oh, I'll put a little spin on it, So I have a secret that I have been keeping a secret and not sharing. And so I thought today's the day that I will share my secret. So, and in addition to that, at the same time, I'm going to let you see me two-faced right in front of your eyes. You're like, Lisa, how does that work? Okay, I'm going to tell you. So, if you're on here, send me some hearts, say hi, what have you. So, I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to say it. Hey, Amanda! And so, I'm just going to jump in as I'm doing half of my face to make me two-faced in front of you. But I'm going to reveal to you my secret. Something secret, something so personal in my life that I have not shared. I've actually glossed over it with my social media and just my friends and that kind of thing. And so the time is now for me to share it because I think it's really important to share it. So, many of you know, of course, when I go on my Younique adventures, how much fun I have, and you see all the pictures of us having a good time and all that, and it absolutely is all that. We have fun, we have an amazing sisterhood. We also learn about, business incentives and the products and all that. But this last time when I went to San Diego, I really personally experienced something that rang true to me, that I felt like I was not being honest with my friends on social media. And because someone else talked about it, hey, hi Patricia, because someone else talked about it, I was like, why am I not talking about it? Why am I keeping this a secret when she talked about something similar and it made me feel so much better? So that in a nutshell, that one lady, one wise sister was talking and she shared something about herself, and not only did that uplift me, but it inspired me and it validated me. And I'm always talking about uplifting, empowering, validating women. And there's so many different ways to do that. And when this woman went up there, I'm going to cry, I don't want to cry, I'm going to do my face. Hey, Monica, hey, Donna. And so she had shared something, and I thought, Lisa, you got to do it. You got to do it. So, but my biggest fear was that you guys would think that I've been lying. And I absolutely have not been lying. So I want to share. So when we were at this event, there were some ladies. I'm going to do half of my face at the same time. Why not, right? It all kind of ties in. Anyway, okay, so I was there, and there was this lady talking, and she's one of the top girls in Younique, and we were so blessed to have her speak at the event I went to on last weekend, not just this past weekend, but the previous in San Diego. And she's one of the top presenters, top presenters. She does really well, and she has chronic pain. This woman unfortunately has to take like opiates, every day, and she's for the most part bedridden, and she is a unique presenter. She'll be literally lying in bed with the phone from the ceiling, what have you, on her, and she's doing makeup lives. But she has chronic pain. She has chronic pain and she's doing this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I was just so like, wow, and so early on when I started with Younique, I had heard, the do's and don'ts of social media and explaining your stuff. And so I had to come to the realization that I need to be honest and share something, because maybe if I share this about me, that it's going to touch someone that's watching me, and hopefully it'll touch them like that woman touched me. Now, I personally do not have chronic pain, but I know I've glossed over some things and I'm like, oh, because of my physical limitations, blah, 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 right? And I didn't want to like burden you. I didn't want to talk about it because I thought it was like a Debbie Downer type thing, right? And so I'll stop getting around the bush. So I suffer from physical in addition to mental chronic conditions. So the first one is I have chronic fatigue. So when people meet me and they know me, they can't fathom it, right? Because I'm always so hyper and I'm always so happy, and I am. I don't fake that. What you see is what you get. But I've been hiding something that I want to share. So the first is the chronic fatigue. So what does that mean? So that means that there's only, depending on my day schedule, for example, this weekend we were really busy all weekend. So that means this afternoon, I didn't get up until almost 12 o'clock. And normally I only have between 3 and 6 hours a day of normal, like this, normal. And so I have to take naps. I have to be on a special diet. I have to work out and to keep my energy. And I have other stuff too, but that's kind of not really, it's just, I'm getting old. But, so that's been my big thing, right? So, and I want to share that. There's another half, but I want to share that because, when I've seen how crazy good this experience has changed people's lives, and I don't say that as a cliche. I absolutely mean it. I mean, there's girls on my team that have literally retired their husbands, and sometimes when they see me, I don't want them to be like, oh, I could never do that, Lisa. You don't understand, I could never do what you do, Lisa. And I'm like, yes, you can. And they're like, no, I can't. Oh, gosh darn it, now I can't open this. Here it is. And so I thought, you can. And sometimes, not all the time, I'll share it with them about what I've got going on and how they can do it, right? Hey, Olivia. Hi, Ventura. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Sam. And so I have that going on for me, right? I have the physical limitations. So when you have that kind of physical limitations and your mind is still go, 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 that also sends you into a different mental state. Now, the other thing that I have going for me is here's my big secret, you guys. If you want to unfollow me, unfollow me. If you want to support me, support me. If you want more information about it, message me. But I also am bipolar, manic depressant 2. Okay, I hope that wasn't crazy. Hey, Lydia. So what does that mean? That means there's times in my life where the most exciting things can be happening. The most happy things can be happening. I can be getting blessed all over the place, crazy happiness, and can't get happy. I have no feeling whatsoever. I just want to cry. I just want to sleep. I just want to, pick myself apart. I have pity parties. And I hate it. I hate it because I feel like I have no control over it. It's like something that just happens to me, and I'm inside my body and I'm watching it happen, and I hate it. And then what has also attached its ugly head to it is anxiety. So I do have anxiety when there's like a lot of people around. So for example, sometimes there'll be times I'll go to the grocery store, or I'll go to our super Walmart out here, and there'll be so many people in there, and they'll be talking so much, I can't handle it. And like one time, the last time, I had a basket full of groceries, and it hit me really hard, and I rode that basket into the women's area, and I went in there, and I went to this dressing room, and I started crying, and I called my husband, and I said, come get me. I can't do it. And so he did. He came and got me, took me home, went back, got the cart, and paid for our groceries and brought it home. I had no control of that. No control whatsoever. It just happened, right? And so does that make me any different as a human being than someone else? No, kinda. I'm always telling my husband, I wish I was normal. I wish I was normal. And he says, babe, there's no normal. and I hate it. I have to be honest. I don't like it. I don't like it because for the most part, I am happy. I'm grateful. I want to be optimistic about stuff. And sometimes my mind, my body won't let me. And so I wanted to share it because this last month, actually it's been really big for me to even talk about it, and yes, my Ashley, you're my sister. Thank you, Monica. So like sometimes, like my Monica on here, she works with me at the gym. So I work at this really phenomenal gym, and it's predominantly all women, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But I'll tell you what, because I have to take naps with my disorder, sometimes it takes everything in the world to get me out of bed to get to the gym. And I'm like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I just don't want to go. I feel icky. I don't want to go. Da 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 da. Do you know that once I get there, I am so happy. I'm so happy. I'm surrounded by these women. They're so excited. They're there together. We're having fun. All the endorphins are flowing, and I think, yay, I'm here, and that's how it is too, with Younique, that's one of the advantages that I really like is that, I don't have to show up at a particular, office. I don't have to clock in, and I can have my little bouts where I take a nap during the day when my body needs it. I take my dog for a walk if I'm starting to feel depressed, just to be outside, and it brings me back. So for the longest, okay, so this is the deal. This is why, there's a lot of reasons I'm telling you, but the main one is because this lady had shared, and it made me uplifted. It inspired me that I can do this. I love it. I want to do it. The Lord has really shown me. I've been just getting better and better at what I do, because I practice and I try hard and I research and I do the certifications, and I won't say anything that's not true, and I want to be God's girl, you know, and I want to do everything pleasing to him, right? And so anyway, the last month was probably one of my most successful months with Younique. I did so well. I got a car bonus. I was able to do mortgage. I got 7 new ladies on my team. I made new friends. I mean, I went to a Younique event. One of my Yesties, Younique besties, came out from Colorado, and I was able to spend time with her. I mean, just, you know, we've been doing these crazy good trainings, and I had such an incredible month. But for the most part, I couldn't get happy. I was like happy, but I wasn't happy, you know. And then when I went to the training and heard that lady speak about, you know, nothing can stop you, and this is actually the company that you'd want to be on your side. This is a company that will cater to your lifestyle, whatever it is, and it's a mission-driven company. I don't know if you guys know this, but Younique is a mission-driven company. You're like, well, what's mission-driven? Well, what it means is their mission is not necessarily for profit. Their mission is to help, assist, heal women and adolescents that have been sexually abused. So a portion, and every order that goes through, people have the opportunity to like roll up their total like 25 cents or whatever to make it an even number, and that amount right there goes straight to our Younique Foundation, which is a haven house that we send women there for free for a week to receive counseling and healing and just crazy good stuff. I'll put their link in the comments if you want more about it. But and then their character, they've got such incredible morality, and it's crazy good. But anyway, so again, squirrel brain. So I wanted to share because all this crazy stuff was happening to me last month, and I really wasn't doing any lives. I wasn't posting as much as I used to, and that kind of thing. And the reason is because I was so depressed. And then one time I was like, okay, Lisa, just go on there and fake it to make it. You can do it. Just be all happy and giddy and blah, blah, blah. So, and I hate that saying, fake it to make it. Hate it. I'm big about lying. I hate when people lie. And I just like, ugh, it drives me crazy. So anyway, so I was like, well, Lisa, you got to do this for your business. You know, you got to pay your bills. You know, let's get on there and fake it to make it, you know. So I went on there and I was trying to be all cheery and blah, blah, blah. But I wasn't feeling it because it wasn't me, right? But I thought, they won't know. They won't know. You know, it's okay. I am excited about this. I'm not lying about that. I'm just really not this excited right now. Not that I'm not excited about what I was sharing. I just wasn't excited. I couldn't couldn't get into it because my mind and my body was just like, Lisa, you can't do it, you know? And so anyway, I did that, and then I posted it, right? And I was like, whew, did it, score, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so one of my friends that is my Facebook friend that I've never actually met, you know, one-on-one, she right away, right after I closed the live, 2 seconds later, she sends me a Facebook message, and she's, Lisa, are you okay? And I'm like, what? And she's like, are you okay? Are you all right? And I'm like, yeah, why? What's up? And she's like, you were totally not yourself just now. Are you okay? Oh my gosh. I was like what? And I was just like, and then I kind of lied, right? I lied. I was like, no, I'm fine. I'm good. Oh, I just haven't been feeling well. So I wasn't really lying, but I was lying because I was alluding to the fact that I was like sick or something, I had a sore throat or a headache, and that wasn't true. And then it's been bugging me ever since. And then when I went to that training, oh my God, I was so guilty. And I thought, I need to tell people. I need to share. Maybe it's going to help someone else. Research it. Maybe it's going to make somebody that was just recently diagnosed not feel so bad about it, about themselves or what have you. I mean, technically it didn't like rear its ugly head until I was like, oh my gosh, I think I was 23, 24. But I can look back at things now as a little kid, knowing I was depressed and couldn't figure it out. And so, it's just something you're born with. But if anything, what I want to encourage is if you have been diagnosed with the bipolar or depression, I strongly encourage you to get help. I know my personal place in this Temecula, actually Murrieta area, they will not even give you your prescription unless you're going to counseling. Right? Love to be at a place that has accountability. So I go to counseling and I take medication, and it took me a while to find a place. It took me a while to find the medication that was working for me, that worked with my body type and all that kind of thing. Hey, Christy. Hey, Amy. And so it took a while. It took like, no, I'm not going to lie, it took like 2 years. And then during that time, what was such a bummer is that we realized that some of the maintenance medications that I was on depleted my thyroid. So what does that mean? So now I'm like physically as well as mentally trying to find a medication, and then, you have to give each medication like 3 months, right? And then if that's not working, then you gotta phase that one out and then phase a new one in. And then you don't know if the side effects are from phasing off the old one or if it's for phasing in the new one. And then once you have the new one, you got to keep that one for 3 months. And oh my God, it was just a nightmare. It was a nightmare. It took me, I think 2.5, maybe 3 years. In that time, I gained 40 pounds. I was on an oxygen tank. I had a mild heart attack. Let's see, what other good stuff did I have going on? Anyway, it was just crazy. But because of the love for my husband, yeah, Monica, yeah. Hi, Justa. And yeah, it's true. So, I personally think the reason I just persevered through it is because I was madly in love with my husband, and I had kids, plus, I had 2 stepchildren as well, and I had people relying on me. And I didn't want to lose my husband, and I wanted to be a good mama and a good stepmom. And I'll tell you what, that was the factor of me going through all that uckiness to make sure I got healed and, got the right meds and, for that part. And so there was even a season in that, so bear with me, I get it. There was a season in that where I give up. I just give up. I'm going off all the meds. I can do this. I couldn't do it. I mean, any of you that know my husband, he is the sweetest thing in the entire world. And when my husband said, babe, you're a bitch. called me the B word. I was like, what? He goes, you need to go back on your meds. And I'm like, really? I'm not getting better? And he's like, no. So there we go again. And then probably shortly after that, I think maybe 6 months or whatever, then I found the right dosage for me. And now it's just a matter of, you know, kind of playing with it a little bit, you know, and maybe taking it down a notch or putting it up a notch or whatever. So I've got the thyroid thing going on. I got the bipolar thing going on. I got the, you know, the chronic fatigue thing going on. It's just like, but, and most people don't know that. They don't realize that about me, you know, when they meet me, because I'm like, oh, hyper, I'm full of energy. I love life. And I sincerely do. I sincerely love my life. I am so crazy in love with the Lord Jesus Christ and everything that he does for me. I'm in love with my family. I'm in love with my friends, you know, the whole thing. But I'll tell you something else. I have had the courage to, because of counseling, I've had the courage to remove triggers to my anxiety and my depression. And what are those triggers? Toxic people. Yep, I said it out loud. If somebody is bringing you down, if someone is intentionally mean with you, if somebody has nothing but jealousy for you, to be mean with you, get rid of them. I said it. Hate the sin, not the person. You can still love them. You can still pray for them. You can be absolutely honest about those two things, but that does not give them the right to be mean with you. It does not give them the right to make you feel less than who you are. But it gives you the right to keep them out of your life. Just saying. Okay, so I did half of my face. Can you guys tell? So, okay, so here we go. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Crazy, right? So all these little age spots, you don't see them. And then, where's my brush? And then, I'm in love with this shadow palette. This, brown shadow palette. Look at that. Big difference, right? So the shadow palette's really sweet because it like gets in those little areas that are like maybe a little sparse, and then it gives it more of a little defined look. And then of course this crazy good mascara. Look at that. I mean, that's crazy, right? And then just look, the color is not necessarily off. It's just a real smooth, gentle differentiation. And I love this new lipstick. Isn't that pretty? I'm all into the news. Those of you that know me know that I'm afraid to death of color. And this one, actually, you can only get this in the beauty kit. Let me see what the name of it is. I always forget. Come here. Where are you? Because you can't buy it otherwise. Yes, I'm looking through my magnifying glasses. Sparkling. It's called Sparkling. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Okay, now you're probably like, I'm tired of looking at your face so close. So anyway, right now, what I did is I put on the Flawless 4 on this side. And the 4 things that I used to make it flawless was I used our Sweet Hydrating Primer. I used our Crazy Good Stick Foundation. I used, where is it? Oh, our powder setting. And I didn't use a concealer because this right here, the stick foundation, it has concealer and foundation in it. So you notice just, I didn't have to put anything extra for those spots. But you can use a concealer for so many different things. So let's do this. Let me show you how you can do a concealer to lighten up. I wonder if I still have it. If you go the same shade as your face, then, and you don't use the stick, you use any of the other foundations. If you use the same color for concealer as your face, what you're doing is you're just going to conceal differentiation in your skin color. If you use a foundation two shades lighter than your foundation color, then you can highlight. If you do two shades darker than your foundation, then you can kind of use it as a bronzer. So you can use the concealer for all different reasons. But I'm trying to think if I have any more left. I don't have any more left of the lighter one. This one's only one shade lighter, so I don't think it will really make a big difference. But let me show you. Okay, so let's do that. It's not that much lighter, but we'll see. Okay, so I can color match you. I can help you find the color that's for you. And then right now, which is so crazy, is where's my foundation brush? Yeah, concealer brush. Okay, so what's real crazy right now too is that you can now, I probably put too much because I'm only doing one side. Okay, what you can do right now, and you want to put it like in a V, right? And then where else do you want to put it? I like to put it right at my Cupid's bow so that the shape of my lips really show. And then you can put it like at the tip of your nose, right? And then, oh great, watch me not be able to find my sponge. Yeah, don't have my sponge up here. So I'll use something else. Okay, so anyway. Yeah, so anyway, this Flawless 4 right now is 20% off when you sign up for our brand new subscription. And so it allows you to have this come in your timing. Like, let's say you go through your foundation regimen every 6 months. You can have it come and deliver at 6 months. Or what if it's 3 months? Every 3 months. Let's say once a year. Then do it once a year. Whatever works for you. So see how that worked? I just kind of highlighted it a little bit. And I didn't even use my sponge because I think I cleaned my sponges in downstairs. So anyway, there we go. There's half. I wonder if I have a... I can do this. Look, see, big difference. Do, do, do. And I use like what, 4 products? I don't know, something like that. But anyway, so I wanted to share that with you. Wanted to share with you that, you know, you can do this. You can do anything with crazy limitations. So I don't want you any longer to say, well, Lisa, you can do that because that's you, and you know, you are just so happy and so preppy and so this and that, and I am. But I also suffer from bipolar depression 2. I also have chronic fatigue. Chronic fatigue only enables me 3 to 6 hours, 3 to 5 hours a day of normal, like this. I have to take a nap. That's why I'm constantly working out, to give me energy, but I like to work out. And then as far as the bipolar depression, there's times when I can't get out of bed, just so sad. All these incredible things will be happening with me, and I just can't get happy. In my head, I'm so thankful and happy, but I can't be happy. I don't know. That's just how it is. I feel like I'm this person inside this body trying to look out and seeing everything that's going on and thinking, why am I not happy? This is just so incredible. Why am I not happy? It just happens. And so my big secret was not telling you. My big secret was not going on live when I felt that way, you know. And I did once, I confess, ask for your forgiveness. I went on live during a really, really, really bad bout. This one lasted a few weeks, and that's why I haven't been live in a few weeks. It was so bad, I went on and tried to fake it to make it. Several of you called me out on it. That made me feel good, because that made me feel like, you know, you loved me, you were really concerned about me, you're like, what's the matter? And you know me. And that was warming to my heart. So when I heard my wise sister, you know, shout out to the world about her chronic disease, her chronic pain disease, and how she's top of the company, and she's like, girlfriend, if I can do this with chronic pain, you can do this with your chronic fatigue and with your bipolar manic depression. So I also wanted to put a face on bipolar depression. You know, it seems like, you know, we always hear the worst case scenarios on TV, you know, like, oh, this person did this, you know, it was in a road rage, or this person killed somebody, or this person beat their person up, blah, 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 blah. And, oh, what do we know? They're bipolar. And you're like, stop it. And, you know, in a sense, I get it. I could never justify that. I've never entertained those thoughts before. But to the degree that it took to find the right medications for me, it took several years. And I wanted to give in the towel. In fact, I did give in the towel at one time. And my husband's like, whoa, no. And I'm like, okay, I can persevere. And now that I have the right combination of medications, I'm so much happier. I went from like 12 medications to now 3, you know, and it's crazy good. And so, you know, if you know someone that suffers from bipolar or what have you, I would just, you know, take it easy with them, pray for them, you know, encourage them to seek help, encourage them to take their meds, encourage them, you know, to find the help. You know, I can maybe put a link or something in the comments. I'm in several Facebook groups of women and men that also suffer from bipolar, manic depression, and anxiety. And I don't really post a lot in there. I'll like post a positive message or something, but I'm mainly in there, and I put my husband in there too. I'm mainly in there to hear people's stories, and I've shared stories too, but I'm mainly in there to hear their stories, to make me feel like I'm normal, to make me feel like, you know, there's other people like me and that kind of thing. So anyway, so that in a nutshell, I feel free now because I shared it with you. But, you know, I feel like it's been lifted. I feel like it's lifted from me and that kind of thing. And I wanted to share that with you for so many reasons. I wanted to share that with you if anybody else feels, you know, like they're there and, you know, they need help or something, you know, or they want to talk about something or whatever, you know, reach out. Facebook has so many crazy groups for everything. I'm in like crafting groups because I love to craft. I'm in godly girls groups because it encourages me to be a godly girl. I'm in bipolar, I'm in anxiety, I'm in all those kind of groups because I'm in Younique groups, you know, whatever pertains to me. But those have really helped me, and the place that I go to is crazy good. It's in Riverside County. So Facebook message me if you want, and I can tell you where I go. And I really love those people. They're awesome. I can't even get my meds without going to counseling. It's awesome. I've been with them probably, oh my gosh, maybe 16 years or so now, you know, and there's times when, you know, my meds have to be changed, and that's okay because we're changing every day. So anyway, so if you're looking at this and saying, oh, I remember telling Lisa I couldn't do this because Lisa doesn't know that, you know, I have chronic blah, 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 or physically I only have a couple hours a day, or, you know, or she doesn't realize that I get migraine, then, you know, I can't be peppy like her, or anybody can do it. Anybody can do it, and it's probably one of the best decisions I've ever made in Jesus. It's one of the top 5 decisions I've made in my life. It's just crazy good. Crazy good. So anyway, you guys, just had to show you my two-face. And I think this is so funny. Look at that. It's so funny. It's like, ta-da. Oh, I gotta do like a boomerang with this, right? I gotta do a boomerang with it. It's so crazy good. So anyway, this is the Flawless 4. I've added some mascara to it, put a lippy with it. We have a really sweet, great subscription that you can do. I can color match you. You can decide when you want to receive it. You can cancel it at any time. Super easy. You get free shipping. You get free samples. You get exclusive bundles only available to you. And you can change it up. You can change it from, maybe the stick foundation to the spray foundation, or to the powder foundation, or to the BB cream. And then I can share with you too. I'll ask you a couple questions. What type of skin do you have? What color are your veins? Do you sunburn? Do you just tan? All these things are going to tell me what kind of undertone colors you have and what type of skin you have. And then I can recommend to you the best foundation for your combination type of skin. And what will look the best on you. So, and the color as well. So, any questions? I'm learning every day. Oh, in fact, like last week, I just got my complexionist certification. Ooh. So I went through some training about, reaffirming how to color match, how to recommend the best type of foundation and why, and that kind of thing. So, so I'm really excited about that. So I'd love to share that with you. So, holler at me, send me a Facebook message. Let's do it. Let's do it this month. Let's get you all flawless. So anyway, guys, thanks for hopping on. Thanks for watching. Share my video if you like. My website is lovethelook4characteru.com. And any questions, just let me know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. Have a crazy good day. Thank you, Martha. Big hug for you too. Love you, love you, love you. We still need to get together. In fact, we're going to make it happen. Let's make it happen. I have decreased the days that I'm working at the gym, so I have some more time. So, Martha, we're getting together. Okay, guys, thanks. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.